it is all wrapped up in this one. It is fourth down, still 10 to go. Pittsburgh's ball at their own 40-yard line, 22 seconds left to play. Situation like this, of course, is all to the advantage of the defense. Bradshaw must put it in the air. Back goes Bradshaw. He's looking. He's in trouble back there. He rolls out to the right. He looks. He throws deep, and it is not in the way. It's right into the head of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Franco has. He's in the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, the touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Bradshaw running out of the pocket, looking for somebody to throw to, fires it downfield. And there's a collision. That's caught out of the air. The ball is pulled in by Franco Harris.
Was knocked away from Dubois. Picked off by Franco before it landed on the ground. He took it into the end zone for a touchdown, and this place has gone completely berserk.
Out of nowhere came Franco Harris, riding a white stallion, heading up Franco's Italian army, and galloping off into the sunset.
Tough guys are tough guys on the field, but football players are no different than anybody else. You really feel bad when you lose. Maybe guys have too much pride or have an image of being too tough to cry outwardly, but I've seen guys that are really hurt by not winning, and I've been one of them. We've been bridesmaids a lot of times.
If the Raiders were ever going to become a champion, they would have to beat the Steelers. In the first game of the 1976 season, Pittsburgh led by 2 touchdowns with 5 minutes remaining.
They came right out and they got ahead of us, but we did have one of Kenny Stabler's great comeback games, and we took them down. Kenny to Casper.
Stabler is back to pass. He waits. He fires. He's got Casper. Touchdown, Raiders!
Kenny to Branch.
Here comes the rush. He ducks under it. He's running to the left. He throws. Goes, makes the catch.
Once we got going, we could score quick.
Right to the 15. Right to the 10. Right to the 5.
Give Kenny an inch, he would take a yard.
Stabler rolling to the left. He could take it in. He tucks it under. He's at the 2. Touchdown, Raiders! Well, it's all even at 28 all. 105 left.
The Silver and Black's defense left Terry Bradshaw black and blue.
Fires. It's broken up. It's intercepted by the Raiders at the 15.
And Oakland handed the world champions a stunning defeat.
This will be an effort of 21 yards. Snap, spot, kick.
Illegal, delivered with what I would seem to be some type of malice. It's our contention. It was basically criminal.
We never go out on the field with the intentions of trying to hurt anyone, but we go out with the intentions of getting our job done. If he don't want to get hit, his best bet is not to show up when we play Sunday, because I guarantee he will get hit.
Anytime he comes in my area, George's area, to catch a ball, he's going to get hit, and he's going to get hit hard. He's done a lot of mouthing off. Personally, I think he's more interested in being an announcer than he is a football player.
They'd come a long way, these 1983 Steelers, overcoming injuries, inexperience, and unexpected adversity. But on New Year's Day in the LA Coliseum, their season came to its conclusion. They had their moments early on, but in the end, it was a subdued Steeler sideline that looked on as the LA Raiders hurdled their first obstacle en route to the Super Bowl. The Pittsburgh Steelers shared their fans' disappointment, for the bond that exists between the town and this team goes far beyond Sunday afternoon.
I think that that has been one of the great things in sports, that I can really look back and see that the Pittsburgh Steelers pulled together a community and made them believe in themselves.
Cornerback Mel Blount helped fashion that belief. As one of the original members of the Steel Curtain, Blount retired as Pittsburgh's all-time leader in games played and passes intercepted. Mel Blount leaves behind a young defense that ranks as one of football's best.
Back in the Coliseum for Week 3, Pro Bowl bound Greg Townsend, 93, and aggressive rookie Aaron Wallace, 51, hounded and pounded Pittsburgh passers, while safety Eddie Anderson, number 33, intercepted to halt a Steeler threat. Prepped by special teams coach Steve Ortmeyer. Tim Brown, number 81, used blocks by Ron Burton, Napoleon McCallum, Jamie Holland, Ron Brown, and Dan Land for this long punt return. Vance Mueller, number 42, swept left behind 64, Todd Pete. Then head coach Art Shell, now in his 23rd year as a Raider, had Schrader go deep to Mervyn Fernandez as the Steelers and the rest of the NFL learned that the bomb was back in the Raider arsenal in this 20-3 victory over Pittsburgh.
On Sunday night in Pittsburgh, Oakland hitmen forced 5 turnovers. Rod Woodson recovered a record-tying 3 fumbles, and 64 passes from spread formations opened up the middle for a spinning tornado named Charlie Garner.
Charlie Garner, the invisible man. It's a handoff up the middle. Garner breaks for a 20, 10, foot race, 5. Garner's into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Rich Gannon set a team record with 43 completions, while Terry Kirby ripped off a 96-yard kickoff return to seal their second straight win.
Hurdles over the wet, breaks free, 40, Peterson back, he beats him, 40, 35, 30, he may go all the way, 20, breaks the tackle and goes into the end zone, touchdown, Raiders!
After a clock stoppage, judging by the shotgun, they're going to go for it in this situation.
Defensive starters are out there. Only 4 in the secondary. Haynes in the backfield. And the throw intercepted and picked up by Morrison. Can you believe it? The 3rd interception. First and 10. And that is caught. Great grab made. Hines.
He's a great player. One of the reasons they're struggling right now is they haven't gotten him the ball enough in this football game.
Holmes out there for Wilson. First and 10. Parker. Hit by Morrison, who had an interception to land. No changes either way between plays. 2nd and 12. They need the 49 of Oakland. Here comes Burgess again. They dump it off to Kreiner, his 2nd catch today, and he is belted by Williams at midfield, including Tuman for the Steelers. Parker Oh, he's got the first down, and there he goes. Chased by Schweigert. And down to the 10-yard line on a... Davenport has taken his place. The two tight ends remain. It's first and goal at the 10. Najee Davenport. And he was grabbed on there as a wide receiver, the two tight ends. And Parker back in the game. Second and goal at the 7. Remember the red zone struggles of the Steelers today. Roethlisberger to the end zone. Through the hands of the tight end, Heath Miller. Roethlisberger. Intercepted again. Picked off by Chris Carr. This is a foot race with Roethlisberger. And there he goes. First and 10. It's Parker. Oh, he got a great block on the play from Keleatu, and they shove him in for a Steeler. Something. Second and 13. They need the 46. Here they come. And there he goes. Intercepted on the play. Picked off by Joey Porter. Grabbed by Jerry Porter. The bird from the Oakland 40-yard line. Haynes is still out, so Parker is back in there. 4 receivers, including Holmes, including Washington. And Roethlisberger caught. Hines Ward. What a grab.
You can see him changing the play right now, Kevin. He's going back under center, trying to get those guys to hear the audible.
The Jacoby snap, the Parker run, the Sapp tackle. And about the 13. And that is caught by Holmes. That's caught. Big hit by Asamoah. Defensive line. First and goal. Two tight ends. And Essex is the tackle eligible, and the handoff goes. And there is the extra lineman. Davenport in the backfield. Kreider in motion. Second and goal. Najee Davenport brought down. Davenport still the 6 in the Raiders secondary. The Jacoby snap. Caught by Ward and drilled by Asamoah.
You got a 4th and 3 and trying to keep everything in front of him.
4th down. Dropped. Incomplete to the rookie Holmes. And the Raiders take over on top. 4th and 19. They need the 34.
Here it is.
And the jump ball, which is caught. Out of bounds. Clock shows 0.
Play fake to Fargus. Gronkowski keeping with a blocker in front of him. Multiple flags back at the line of scrimmage as Gronkowski was knocked out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. Let's check the flag. This is going to go against the Raiders. Gronkowski going to throw it. It's complete inside the 30-yard line to Johnny Lee Higgins.
Gronkowski throwing, end zone, touchdown. Chaz Schillens.
Outstanding. 2. Play fake to Fargus. Gronkowski gonna go deep, down the middle, has his man at the 35. Louis Murphy to the 20, to the 10, and looking for the end zone. Touchdown! Oh my goodness! 75 yards.
Gronkowski inside the 5, incomplete. penalty marker flies.
Ryan Clark got there early.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 29. Passes just to the goal, automatic, first down.
Wants the snap and gets it. Here comes the blitz. Bradkowski up, throws, touchdown! Louis Murphy with 9 seconds to play.
Mike Tomlin is in total disbelief.
At safety, Polamalu missing his second straight game. Palmer, a strike to Brandon Myers, the tight end. Myers has become down to 4. Palmer made a change at the line of scrimmage. Running play, big hole. McFadden! Darren McFadden! Touchdown, Raiders! McFadden takes it the distance. 6. They shift to a running play as Janikowski adds the extra point. And down. Oh boy.
There was contact made there. The Raiders think they may have drawn the Steelers off sides.
Prior to the snap, neutral zone infraction, 96 to the defense. The penalty is half the distance to the goal, results in the first down.
They said 96, Ziggy with a penalty on Pittsburgh. First and goal for Oakland. Palmer up in the air, hauled in, Darius Hayward-Bay. Moore, the motion man from the gun. Palmer throws, caught by Moore. First down, Raiders inside the 20. First down, just inside the 20. Rush coming. Palmer gets rid of it. Little comebacker for Streeter. And then hit by 2nd and 5 now for the Raiders. Palmer over the middle. Finds a soft spot there with Denarius Moore, and he's cut down right in front of McFadden. Now they crowd the line. Handoff, McFadden. McFadden sticks the helmet down, keeps on going. First down, Raiders, just inside the 5. Hayward-Bay back in. Handoff, McFadden. Spins. McFadden extends the arm. Touchdown, Raiders. Terrific.
It will be reviewed because it is a scoring play. But you got to love that effort. His knee was not down. That's a touchdown. Great effort on back-to-back plays.
After review, the runner's left elbow was down short of the goal line. The ball will be placed 2nd and goal at the 1-foot line.
And again, McFadden runs into a brick wall. And a loss on the play. Trailing by 10. Fake the handoff. Palmer looks. He throws for the touchdown. Richard Gordon. Palmer in trouble. Palmer rifles. Touchdown. Denarius Moore.
As Palmer gets away from trouble, then watch the layout here.
For the Raiders. Palmer over the middle. Called in by Myers. First down, Oakland. Against the Denver Broncos last year, one of the most powerful legs in the NFL. Hagan with the catch and spin just short of midfield. It's a 2nd and 1. Quick hitter. It's Reese battling for extra yardage into Pittsburgh territory. 33 seconds to play. Oakland with a 1st and 10. Palmer sets. He throws. Open. Derek Hagan. And Hagan ducks out of bounds at the 26-yard line. In the backfield. The philosophy changes now. Running play, McFadden. 1 yard. Larry Foote the stop.
You see the direction they went.
And Carson Palmer will go down. 4-yard attempt. Leckler will hold it. Janikowski sweeps the leg. He's got it. Raiders win.
Raiders and Steelers, one of the great rivalries of all time, like the old days. Phil King and Myron Cope would love this one. What a game.
The Raiders went back to basics. First, the silver and black unleashed the running game.
It's a read option. Pryor will keep it 10, 15, 20. He may go. They're not going to catch Pryor. Touchdown! Raiders! 93 yards on the first play of the game. Well, I would guess that's the longest quarterback run in Raider history.
Pryor's run was the longest in NFL history by a quarterback. The ground-based game plan gave Oakland a 21-3 halftime lead as running back Darren McFadden found the end zone twice.
Touchdown, Raiders!
He was like the old McFadden. He was a flash.
The second part of the Raiders' winning strategy was a stout defense that sacked Ben Roethlisberger 5 times.
There's been a 5-step drop. Hit again, it's sacked by C.O. Moore.
Late in the game, Oakland needed one more stop to preserve the victory.
I think the crowd senses the magnitude of the moment here. Squeeze him, will kick it, will bounce up in the air. Raiders have the ball. Game over. The Raiders have beaten the Pittsburgh Steelers. The offense got in the lead, but it was the defense that had this come home.
The linebacking core was the foundation of a defense with 9 new starters in 2013.
Raiders and Steelers. Steelers legend, Pirate superstar Andrew McCutcheon, they're hanging out. Franco Harris as well. How about Amari Cooper? More receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns than all other rookie first-rounders. Fine. There's another for you from Derek Carr. 15-yard score.
Nice tandem there.
All alone, LeVar. How do you get there?
Well, you look at the coverage. They got crossed up. They did a crossing route. Guy that's supposed to be dropping back in coverage was standing there watching. Easy catch and throw.
4th TD of the season for Cooper. And the Steelers find themselves down 14-11 here. Under 4 to play in the half. And Antonio Brown getting in for Ben Roethlisberger, 41-yard gain.
What a nice grab over the shoulder. What a nice ball. Only where he could get a hold of it.
LeVar, 10 catches, 180 yards for Brown in the first half. Still going. 4 plays later. Steelers going for it on 4th down from the 3.
Well, now that seems like a really big pickup for them this offseason, having D'Angelo now that Le'Veon Bell is out for the year.
Another big game for D'Angelo Williams, 3-yard score. Steelers going to the half leading 21-14. Second TD of the game there for D'Angelo. 4th quarter now. We're tied at 21. Roethlisberger finds Martavis Bryant. Check the move.
Look at the move.
Check the move. 2.
Look at the move.
And gets into the end zone. This after he had a couple of drops early in the game, atoning there to put the Steelers up 28-21.
Oh, know where your help is.
And that's the legend, Charles Woodson. Got him. Touchdown. Bryant, 4th TD of the season. This after he missed.
There's a reason why we're showing the kickoff.
Tywan Jones fields the kickoff, fumbles after he gets a big hit by Roosevelt Nix. Recovered by Anthony Chickalo at the 6. A good field position for the Steelers. Remember, Tywan had that big run against the Jets a week ago. Couldn't follow it up this week, and Roethlisberger capitalizes on the field position, finds Jesse James, of course.
Yeah, Penn Stater.
In the back of the end zone, 4-yard score. First career touchdown for James. Don't mess with him, right? 35-21 Steelers lead.
Nice sidestep.
Latavius Murray was dealing with an injury in this one, so you got Jameis Olawale, 19 yards on the TD. Raiders down 35-28. Next Steelers possession, Roethlisberger sacked by Aldon Smith, but that's the least of the
problems. Every time quarterbacks get sacked now and get hurt, it's going to be a dirty play, I guess.
Roethlisberger's left foot rolled up on, as you're going to see.
That's Aldon Smith?
Yep. Oh, just kind of crunched.
Yeah, he went down on it.
And this is after he'd just been back after the left knee injury. Can't put any weight on it. He'd have to be carted off the field into the locker room. He'd later leave Heinz Field early. Further evaluation on that left foot at a local hospital. Yeah,
it's football.
Tough game, and Steelers finding that out this year in a number of ways. Up 35-28, though.
Oh,
and the Raiders punting.
Well, one good mess up on special teams deserves another, I guess.
Antonio Brown muffs the punt. Just getting this in, a foot sprain for Ben Roethlisberger, so we'll see how long, if at all, that keeps him out. But this was a tough break here for the Steelers, as they were looking to go up 2 scores, but Brown gives it back to the Raiders, and Derek Carr is going to capitalize. Amari Cooper? No. catches it out of bounds.
He caught it. Kid can play some football, man.
He did. Look at that left cleat.
Close.
Yes.
Almost drug it.
Out of bounds.
That's one of those transitional catches right there. When he starts making those on a consistent basis, you know what it is.
And next play, though, the Raiders will not capitalize. Looking for Clive Walford as Derek Carr, but instead he is picked off by Ross Cockrell. Second pick of the season for Cockrell. And the Steelers kind of breathe a little bit as the Raiders were driving to tie this thing up. So Landry Jones in the ball game, folks, for the injured Roethlisberger. And finds Antonio Brown for a big first down on 3rd and 11. Offensive pass interference, though, called on Marcus Wheaton. That would nullify that 3rd down conversion. The Steelers would be forced to punt.
They weren't able to breathe very long.
Right, so the Raiders get the ball back. Deep inside Steelers territory here, and Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. Tell you what.
To Michael Crabtree.
He's doing it week in and week out.
38-yard score. I'll tell you what, Michael Crabtree signed very late in the free agency period. A lot of teams passed on him.
Slow start to the year, but he seems to be coming on and being a very nice compliment to Amari Cooper.
Perfect throw, though, by Derek Carr. One of his 4 touchdowns on the game. Next possession, though, for the Steelers. They had some time left. So here's Landry Jones to Antonio Brown.
This is
over 200 yards
amazing
already.
run for Antonio Brown after the catch, but give credit where credit is due. The offensive line did their best to pick up the blitz, giving Landry Jones that opportunity to throw the ball.
That's a good point. Brown, 17 catches, 284 yards. Both of those stats, franchise records. Raiders in disbelief as Chris Boswell is on for what would be a game-winning 18-yard field goal. And it is, as time expires. Steelers, big win.
I know there's no moral victories and losses, but the Raiders played a well of a game today.
Well, they've been playing well all season under Jack Del Rio, but they fall to 4-4 with the loss. Steelers move now a game over 500, 5-4, now with a 38-35 victory.
I'm going to tell you something, man. If you guys don't know how big a win that was, you'll know tomorrow. It's a hell of a win. It's a team effort. Offense, defense, special teams. Now, the effort was outstanding. It's outstanding.